Hello, guys, and welcome to game 2 of week 4 between the Pockys and the Puddings. Pockys being a team that's really on fire right now, but this is going to be their toughest challenge yet, as they're playing with two substitutes from other teams, being Sidon and Nano. But starting off on the defense side, we got Team Pocky with Tenor, Minecrafter, their captain, Feha, aka Emmy, Sidon, and Nano. And on the other side, we got Team Pudding, who has been struggling right now, but is still a team to be feared. We got Doggo, Toby, their captain, Yen, Sticky Joe, and Don. Now today, both teams' star players, being Kudons and Cryptic, will not be playing. As they are busy with their own schedules. So this is going to be very interesting. I feel like on full strength, Pockys definitely have the advantage, but seeing how both teams right now are not playing with their strongest composition, this is definitely going to be, a close one, hopefully. Now, just looking on paper alone, while Team Pudding does not have their strongest roster, they do have their full roster here, and so these are players that they have practiced with. And I love to see Sticky Joe back in the lineup. Ever since he got promoted to Tier 2, it seemed like he hasn't really been able to be slotted into a starting lineup, but seeing him back again, especially with this Brimstone, is definitely a good thing to see. Now, on the other side, yes, they did get rid of Kudons, who's one of their premier fragger, duelist, but instead this time around they are going to put Dawn in, who's a Cypher player, and they're going to get Yen on the jet. Now, one thing to note about Dawn is that Dawn has always been a premier Phoenix player, and he's one of the best duelists that we have around here. But seeing him on the Cypher here makes me a little bit worried, because whenever he plays Cypher, he tends not to do well. And also, Yen, it has always been known to be the best Sky player, but to see him on the jet today, let's see what he can do. Now, Yen is definitely someone that is very good at aiming, very good at fragging, and so to see him on the duelist role today is not the weirdest thing. I think this definitely can still work out, and who knows, maybe this is something that they practice with. But the man that we have to look at right now, and I think the man of the lobby, is definitely Doggo. That's a player that everyone should fear, and I think everyone knows by now. His lineups is just absolutely insane, and the amount of post-play potential that this Team Pudding have is just absolutely insane. So starting off, it looks like Team Pudding is going for the A push here, as Team Pocky just happily plays the retake. So they will get the plant down, and with all this smoke and chaos, it seemed like Team Pudding will be able to secure the site. Question is now, how does Team Pocky take this back? Minecrafter is going to be on the Sage today, which is a very interesting choice. He will be able to pick one, picks two on Yen and Toby. Can he get a third on Dawn? No, but Emmy gets it. All of Team Pudding is really low though. Sticky Joe will get one in return, but Tenor and Emmy closes it out, and that's a great start for Team Pocky right there on the retake to get 4 players alive with only pistols too. I feel like all of them barely bought. They didn't commit too hard on that one, and so to see them win this is definitely a very good start. And for a team with 2 subs, this is a game for Team Pudding to win. I'm not saying that Team Pudding can't win normal games, but with their slump recently, the last thing they want is lose to a team that is nowhere near full strength right now. Not only do they not have all of their members, but their best players, being Cryptic and even Nikian and Para, is not here. So let's see what they can do. Now Tenor here will just back off. He will be picking up the Phoenix role this time around. He got Yen low, and he finished Yen off rather. Now Pudding to a standstill. Doggo will lead the charge, going behind Yellow, seeing if he can find anything. It looks like Emmy is the one that found him first, tags him down all the way to low, and Look at this. Nano and Sidon, the two subs, are going to be going on the flank. Tenor gets another one on Doggo. So Doggo is finally finished off now. Team Pudding is stuck here. Emmy will be able to pick off Toby, and Minecrafter trades it out on Sticky Joe, and Minecrafter will finish it off on Dawn. Oh my gosh. Team Pocky is just looking very, very clean right now. Specifically with Minecrafter, Tenor, and Emmy, they're just doing absolutely insane. And on the other side, Sticky Joe is definitely not the person that you expect to only have the kills here. We do expect Doggo and Yen, you know, those prolific fraggers to hopefully step it up real soon. I mean, they still have a lot to go, but Icebox is definitely known for their attacking side, and so for an attack-sided map, you definitely want to get lots of rounds on this half, and right now it looks like Team Pocky is just absolutely stopping that right now. I think they know that it's going to be a B push as Sidon gets picked off by Doggo, or A push rather. Question is, what are they going to be able to get here? Emmy is going to be going through towards Rafters, will not be able to find anything. Minecrafter is going to be backing off. Now, Emmy gets a big pick there on Doggo before getting traded out by Sticky Joe. So now it's down to a 3v4. Tenor will be on the flank. Question is, will he find anything? The team knows exactly where he is, but Minecrafter will be able to pick up Yen. Yen just has not had the best luck, and Tenor manages to get one in return as well. So now it's all just down to Sticky Joe and Toby. Will they be able to get anything? Sticky Joe gets picked off, and so did Toby. Minecrafter just absolutely insane, going bonkers right now, and that was a buy round too for Team Pudding. So Team Pocky to be able to string 3 rounds this quickly, and for all 3 of them to be retakes in A, is just absolute perfection. Sorry, they're not all retakes in A, but they were all retakes, and it seems like, you know, despite losing 2 members, and I have to really focus on that here because Team Pudding should come out ahead with like 13-0 almost. I expected this to be a one-sided match towards Team Pudding, but Team Pocky is just blowing my expectations away, and for them to retake this cleanly means that there has to be someone in there making the calls and making the correct calls to coordinate this team together. And yeah, I'm just very impressed. Doggo will be bringing his infamous Marshall here. Let's see what he can find. Nano will scout that out though, so knows that Team Pudding is going to be attacking towards the A site once again. And this is one good thing about having a Sky player, is that you can always scout and you know exactly what's going on. And as you can see here, Team Pudding is stuck, and it seems like they're not too sure what to do. Yen is going to be peeking out from the back, sees if there's any flanks coming, but it looks like nothing will be found. Toby pushes up first, which is interesting, but I think they're going to get her pretty soon. It looks like Toby will get Nano. So that's a good start for Team Pudding, and that's definitely something that they need. Sticky Joe manages to get Feha, but Minecrafter trades it out though. Gets one, will be able to get Toby as well, and has the res up now, so he can choose to res if he wants to. But it looks like he's going to... Okay, he is going to get the res here. Will be able to pick up Yen as well. Gets one on Dawn. Minecrafter is just absolutely bonkers right now. And he knows exactly where Doggo is, so he's just going to be peeking through, and I think Doggo will get picked off here. No, it looks like Doggo will get the better of him. So now Tenor with this, I think he is gonna go for the fuse here. Can Nano get anything here? And the answer is probably no. Oh, Nano. Not sure what he wants to do here. Okay, so it looks like both players are just gonna fall together, but finally Team Pudding's managed to get one on the board, but this was a very expensive round for them though, so they definitely have to win this round if they want to stay in this game, because otherwise if they were to lose this, then their economy is completely reset and it's gonna start looking real ugly for them. But if you're Team Pocky, you know, letting one go, it's not the biggest of deal. We do hope to see Nano and Sidon step up though. I know this is not their team, but they are definitely more than capable players, and if they can just, you know, just carry their worth, then I think that's more than enough for this Team Pocky to take the win here. Now Nano will once again scout, will once again see that it's going to be an A push, and it seems like right now Team Pudding is really favoring this A push. Yen will be able to pick off Nano, and now it's up for the rest of the team to retake here. Emmy with a nice ult, being able to get one, will not be able to get Yen though, and Doggo will get a pick as well. So now it's all just down to Sidon and Tenor. Let's see what they can do here. Sidon is going to be pushing through. He is scared of the smoke though, so it looks like he's not interested in challenging this. I think he sees Yen's head. But it looks like Tenor is the one that's going to finish him instead. Sticky Joe spots Tenor, and looks like Sticky Joe will be able to pick him off. So now it's all just down to Sidon on his lonesome. Let's see what he can do here. Now with Doggo getting ready for his setup, I don't think there's much that Sidon can do. And it looks like he's just going to be saving here. Question is, does he still want to challenge this? Does he want to get out? I think he might be able to get Sticky Joe, but it looks like Sticky Joe is just on fire today, on point with 6 kills already for his team, and you can see why he is deserving of tier 2. The fact that he was tier 3 before was mind-blowing, because he is definitely more than capable to be a tier 2. Now finally we'll see both teams go for a full buy here, so this is going to be the real test. Did Team Pocky just luckily get those first three rounds, or is there something really going on here? That's what we gotta ask ourselves. Now if I was Team Pocky, I definitely would spread the 3 Team Pocky members apart, so that way at least they'll have one of their players on each side, and I would get the subs to separate off, maybe have one in B and one in A. Tenor will be able to get Dawn before getting traded by Yen. Emmy will drop down. We'll see. Ooh, we'll spray through. We'll not get anything though. I think she hears Yen. Yen misses that one. Question is, does Emmy want to go for the re-peek? Oh, she does not check the angle again and will get punished. Now it's all just down to Minecrafter and Sidon. Let's see what they can do here. Minecrafter will get caught out, and now it's all just down to Sidon. Let's see what Sidon can do here. Sidon sees Yen. Will he be able to get that one? And the answer is no. So Yen with 4k there, finally stepping it up as the duelist, fragging out there. So a very good play by Team Pudding. And I like that Team Pudding is mixing it up, because I feel like Team Pocky is starting to get this read on the A push. Alright, let's see what Pocky does here. This is still a very close game, and this is a pleasant surprise to me, because yeah, once again, Team Pudding right now, on paper at least, just looks like the better team. So for Team Pudding, for Team Pocky rather, to be able to take 3 rounds is definitely impressive. But they still have a lot more work to do. Those 3 rounds will not matter if they don't get much else after this. Minecrafter putting up the wall, but will get taken down immediately. Doggo will get the flick there on Minecrafter. So let's see what Emmy can do here. Emmy will get tagged down really low, and with that Viper wall is just causing havoc right now, just getting all of Team Pocky really low. And once again, Team Pocky will be on the retake. And one thing that Team Pudding is doing really well is how fast they are aggressing towards the site, you know? And I think that's something that is definitely working out in Team Pudding's favor right now. Now Tenor will be able to break that down, but Yen will be able to take 2 in return. Tenor trades 1 out, will not expect Yen, and Sticky Joe will close out Nano. So Team Pudding will get their first lead in this game. And if you're Team Pocky, if you can just string 2 more rounds in this half, then you're looking good to go to the next half. But that's exactly what you want to see. Whereas Team Pudding, I feel like right now they've got the momentum going for them. And so they cannot play too over-aggressive, too cocky. But I do like that they're just overwhelming Team Pocky, you know, and pushing them out from sites and forcing them to retake all the time. Minecrafter will once again put the barrier up, will slow Team Pudding down this time with the slow orb, as the rest of the team will rotate over. And now with this smoke as well, it looks like Team Pocky has no intention of giving this site away. Minecrafter will spot Doggo, will be able to get one, will get traded by Toby though. Question is, what else can Toby do? Toby gets yet another one, but Emmy with a nice molly and a kill on Sticky Joe. Sidon managed to get Yen as well, so now it's all just down to Tenor versus Dawn. Now for a safe round, Team Pocky definitely can be proud here, but with these tripwires, I think Dawn knows exactly where Tenor will be. Oh, Tenor jumps over it though. That's huge. That is huge, and there's no way Dawn would expect this. That's such a big brain play, and Dawn is just looking for him. This is a false sense of security right here. Oh, tagged, but will Tenor be able to get it? And the answer is yes. A thrifty win for Team Pocky to bring this back. Man, they're just fighting. They're just kicking right now. And to not let a site go that easily is definitely a good change for them. That's exactly what we want to see. Because retaking is always harder than just holding site. So the fact that they use their utilities early this time and not get too greedy on saving it for like post plant or something, or for the retake, is definitely a good change, and it's a change that I liked. I enjoyed seeing, and I think this is something that Team Pocky will have to do. They're going to have to think outside the box if they want to beat this team. Now this mid push will be challenged by Emmy here, but Emmy will not spot anything, although they will have an idea that this is going to be a mid push, so the rest of the team is going to be rotating immediately. Emmy is going to set up for her lineups, but question is, what can she do? Doggo will pick her off with the utility out, but Minecrafter and Sidon will be able to get one each. Okay, that's huge, and Minecrafter manages to get Toby, which is the spike down, and Doggo gets sprayed from the back by Sidon, so now it's all just down to Dawn. Will Dawn be able to get Sidon here? And Dawn is just stuck alone in this crate. He does have sight control, but he doesn't have spike. He's being shot from everywhere, and with that blind, he just loses control everywhere. Now Dawn manages to get Tenor here, and if you're Team Pocky, you can't get too greedy. You do have the man advantage, so you just want to sit back. You do have spike. Let's see if Dawn can pull a miracle here. I think he has a rough idea of where the two players are, but he still has to recover spike, and the longer he takes to do this, the less time he's going to have to rotate. Now Dawn is going to push out towards market. The Minecrafter was ready for that, and Team Pocky will once again regain the lead and string 2 rounds together. Now Team Pudding will still have money to buy, and so they are not completely broke yet, and I think they will still be able to buy next round, or at least most of their players. But Team Pocky has to win this round here if they want to stabilize their economy. But if they can just string one more round, then this secures them at least the even half, and having an even half in a map like Icebox is actually huge, because I feel like the attacking round is just that much easier. Okay, so right now it looks like there was a miscommunication there as Nano breaks down Minecrafter's wall. Minecrafter peeked once, will not be able to get anything, and decides better of it, will just back off, and Tenor once again on the flank. But this time around it looks like Yen is ready for it, and Yen with a very crispy shot, being able to catch that one out, and it looks like the rest of Team Pudding is going to be rotating, but I think Team Pocky is ready for this. So now what does Team Pudding want to do? It looks like Team Pudding is just going to be rotating back towards A, and I think they read this absolutely correctly. Now Team Pocky will have to retake this once again. Emmy this time around will not get anyone. Ooh, Doggo did not see Emmy there, but will be able to pick her off in the end. Toby gets one on Nano, so now it's all just down to Minecrafter and Sidon once again to see if they can clutch it. But clutching a 2v5 is definitely a lot harder than a 2v1. Let's see what they can do here. I mean, if you're Team Pocky right now, you might want to start thinking about the save. Minecrafter manages to get one on Doggo, which is a good trade, but I don't think he has the time or the tools to retake this. So yeah, we have a 5-5 even scoreline once again, and right now the game is just going absolutely back and forth. But you have to look at this man Minecrafter here with 17 kills to his name, only dying 6 times, and as the Sage, that's a very, very impressive play from him so far. And the thing with Sage is that the more kills, the more assists that you get, or I think it's only kills, I believe. The more kills you get, the more resurrections that you can get. And, you know, Minecrafter already using one in this half. If he will be able to use another one in this half. So if Minecrafter can get a total of 4 in this game, then I think he's done more than enough, you know, as a Sage. Minecrafter will spot one out here, will get tagged really low by Yen. Looks like Yen won that trade out, but it looks like Minecrafter will be swinging through to the other side. Emmy gets picked off, and that's the smoke player, so that's a huge pick there for Team Pudding. Doggo will get slowed down. Dawn once again will pick off Tenor. Minecrafter though, this man right here, okay, finally will get shut down, so now it's all just down to the 2 subs here. Let's see what they can do. Sidon's going to push through, sees one, will be able to pick that one off. Will not be able to get Yen though. Will Nano be able to get anything? And the answer is no. So despite being very low, it looks like Team Pudding will secure themselves at least an even half. And Team Pocky, unfortunately, they will not be able to get the buy here. Well, 3 of their players will be able to buy except for Minecrafter. So question is, do they want to give him the weapon here, or do they want to keep it for themselves? But yeah, Minecrafter has just been on fire right now, and of course Sage is better on the defensive half, but you know, with a Sage wall and blocking off places like CT or Snowman, or you know, even just from mid, it's definitely more than possible for them to come back into this. Now Yen was AFK at first, but will come back in now. It looks like Tenor's the one that's not going to be using any guns right now. Doggo will push through, and it looks like Team Pudding will have site control. Question is, what else can they do here? Emmy will spray through, will get Doggo tagged, but will not do much else. Now Sidon manages to get a huge pick there on Sticky Joe, but Doggo gets an even bigger pick and will be able to pick off Emmy as well. So that's 2 huge picks there for Team Pudding to return. Now it's all just down to Sidon, Nano, and Tenor. Let's see what they can do here. Sidon gets spotted. What does Nano want to do? They have to realize that this is the last round, and so they gotta move a little bit faster than this. Tenor is just going to be flashing through. Will not find anything. And Nano is just playing really passive right now, along with Sidon. That's a good pick by Tenor. Tenor manages to get 2 out of nowhere. Now this is suddenly looking very possible. Sidon picks off Doggo as well from the backs. Now it's all just down to Dawn. Can Dawn get... It looks like Dawn will be able to clutch it out, and it looks like Team Pocky was just a little bit too slow in their retake. So despite looking very clean, it looks like Team Pudding will barely come out on top in the half with a 7-5 scoreline. But now this is going to be the interesting side right here. This is where we might be able to see Team Pocky bring it back. If you have a man advantage, or if you are the weaker team, usually attack rounds favor you because you will be able to pick off favorable fights, and you will almost always have the man advantage unless the enemy team decides to stack somewhere. So hopefully what I want to see from Team Pocky is for them to play faster, to play more confidently. And yeah, hopefully that's what we see. Now, with someone like Tenor on Phoenix, I don't doubt that they will be able to play in an aggressive fashion. So that's what we have to hope to see. So now it looks like they are going to be pushing through. Emmy's going to be getting ready with that smoke lineup. But this is smart for Team Pudding to stack 3 players here. Yen will see a couple, will not be able to pick off anything. Instead, Minecrafter is the one that's going to pick off Sticky Joe. Toby trades it out though, will get another one on Tenor. That's huge. So now let's see what Sidon, Nano, and Emmy can do. Nano will be able to trade one out on Sidon. Will not be able to get Dawn though, so now it's all just down to Emmy, and Emmy will unfortunately whiff that one. So Toby will win the pistol round for Team Pudding with the 3 kills there. Now question is, do they want to force here, or do they want to save? It looks like they are going to go for the force, and Doggo is going to go with the Marshall, something that he's always been known for. But let's see where Team Pudding, or Team Pocky rather, wants to go. Looks like Team Pocky will want to go towards B, and this is kind of scary because if this could be just absolute bloodbath by Doggo, but if they manage to pick off Doggo quickly, then this could work out really well for them. Dawn manages to pick off Emmy, so that's a good start for Team Pudding. Now the rest of Team Pocky is just going to be backing off here. Question is, does Sidon want to push through? This is going to be a very, very risky push. And it looks like Tenor is not interested in pushing either. Okay. So it looks like Doggo will be able to pick off Tenor. The question is, where does the rest of the team want to go? It looks like Sidon. It looks like the Team Pocky is going really, really slowly, but they do have kitchen control, and kitchen control is definitely something that you can work with. With Sticky Joe down here, question is, are they gonna check it? Looks like Minecrafter has somewhat of an idea. We'll check it. We'll be able to get him. Okay, so that's a good start right there. It is still a 3v4. Minecrafter will miss, and Sidon will be able to trade it out though, so that's a good start. Now, what do they do from here? One thing about Nano and Sidon, and one of the like biggest criticism I have for them, is that they're very, very timid in their playstyle, and sometimes they just don't know what to do. Nano is someone that just likes to follow, but he doesn't really do much, so it looks like Team Pocky will once again not have time. I think, you know, if you're Nano or Sidon, you just have to run it, and I think Team Pocky just have to tell these two to, you know, play with confidence, have confidence in their own ability, because they're more than capable to kill. I mean, for Sidon to have 7 kills right now, that's definitely something that you can work with. It's not that he's not doing anything. He is performing really well. Okay, now they're going to go for their buy round. It looks like Team Pudding will not take any risk and will go for the buy as well, except for Dawn, who is saving from last rounds. And on the other side, it looks like Team Pocky is going for a awkward half buy here. Some of them are buying, some of them are not. I don't know how much I like this though, to be honest. Alright, so Tenor is going to be peeking through mid. Will not find anything, but neither will Dawn. So Dawn's just going to be backing off the angle here. Oh, now Doggo is going to be pushing up. We'll see Emmy. Oh, we'll be able to catch her out. That's so unfortunate. And with the snake bite down, now it's just going to buy even more time for Team Pudding right here. Now, Tenor will not be able to pick off Yen. That's an unfortunate whiff for him right there. And Minecrafter will get picked off as well. So now it's all just down to Nano on his own. And it looks like Doggo is just absolutely massacring them with the aggressive push towards B main. And now this game is starting to slip from Team Pocky. This is starting to not look good for them. And yeah, hopefully they'll come up with a strategy. They come up with a game plan. But I think, yeah, one thing about Nano, about Sidon, is just that they're playing a little bit too slow. And, you know, Minecrafter and Tenor are definitely the best players here, and one thing that I do want to see from them, especially when they don't have players like Cryptic around, is for them to play a little bit more of an aggressive role. And I think Minecrafter shot himself in the foot there when he decided to go with Sage. But so overall, so far, that's a good start, at least for Team Pocky, and Sidon being able to pick off Toby there is definitely huge. Now, looks like Team Pocky will just go for the plant here on B, but Doggo is in this position, and this is going to be a very tough position. Now, Sticky Joe manages to get one on Nano, and Emmy gets picked off. So does Minecrafter. What looked good for a second now suddenly turned into Team Pudding's favor. But that being said, Sidon is still alive, and Sidon knows where the players are, plus time is in his favor. But he has to go back. He's an Omen. He doesn't have any post-plant lineup, and Doggo spots him out. So despite the strong start there for Team Pocky, it looks like everything just crumbled apart. And now with that, this is looking very, very grim, ladies and gentlemen. Team Pudding's economy is just out of control right now, and Team Pocky is just barely scraping the barrel right now. They barely have a bye this round, and if they lose this round, they're almost guaranteed to give up the last round. So hopefully we see them pull something out of their hat here. That's definitely something that we have to see right now. Okay, so this time around, it looks like Tenor is the one that's going to be looking and keeping Doggo in control. That's a great one-tap headshot there. Doggo finally has been spotted out, but it looks like Doggo out of nowhere just managing to get 2 kills there. And I'm not sure what they were doing. Finally, Sidon, that's a great pick there on Doggo. So at least it's still down to a 2v2. Emmy is going to be pushing through. Will spot Sticky Joe. Will get Sticky Joe. So now it's going to be up to the team captain to clutch it. And it looks like Emmy is just deciding to stick it, which is a very questionable play. This is still looking very possible for Team Pocky though. Sidon will have the jump on Toby, I believe, and will be able to finish her off. So Team Pocky wins a must-win round for them. And Sidon deciding not to plant there is a little bit of a mistake. That could be extra economy for them, but that's not something to sweat about. Problem is, if you look at Team Pocky's economy is just not looking good at all. They will still have a buy here, but they cannot lose any more round. Otherwise, it's, you know, pretty much over for them. And I think it looks like Minecrafter has slowed down a little bit. Of course, it is very hard for him to carry on his own, especially with the Sage. But, you know, with Doggo and Yen popping off, this is looking very, very grim for Team Pocky. Now Yen is going to be holding mid. Question is, does Minecrafter want to challenge this? And the answer is yes, he is going to challenge. And Minecrafter with the sniper shot, not even needing the sniper. Okay, and Sidon has a great position there on Doggo, but will not be able to get the burst fire. Tenor will be able to pick off Toby though, and that's huge. That's a great pick for them, which allows Emmy to plant here. But now Sticky Joe behind will be able to get one off. Emmy will run away with her life. Question is, what do they do from here? Now Sticky Joe's just going to be smoking this one out. I think Minecrafter might have an idea of where Doggo is, but he's going to peek. We'll see. Doggo will not be able to catch him off though. So now it's all just down to Sticky Joe and Doggo right here. Sticky Joe will peek through, will be able to pick off Emmy. Tenor picks off Sticky Joe though, so now it's all just down to Doggo on his own. Let's see what Doggo can do here. Doggo gets spotted, but Doggo will clutch it out with 3 kills to his name. And this should have not been Team Pudding's round right here, but instead their teamwork is just, you know, working out really, really well. And for Team Pocky, you can tell that they are playing with substitutes, and it is very, very unfortunate for them. But unfortunately, their players just couldn't make it today. So Team Pudding is just looking absolutely phenomenal. And we hope to see them, you know, have this type of performance next week as well, with the other teams. Of course, their lineup is on. Their games are only going to be getting harder from here. After this, they're going to be going up against the Red Hot Team Pop Tarts, and then after that, it's back to Team Puff, which is still the best team in the league so far. Doggo is going for a very, very aggressive push, but he gets 3 out of nowhere, and they weren't ready to trade him at all. And ladies and gentlemen, this looks like it's over. Minecrafter will be able to get Dawn as a consolation prize. Will get Doggo as well. Okay, so question is, what can they do here? Nano gets rest, but will get picked off. Emmy will be able to get Toby at least, but Sticky Joe and Yen closes out the game, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. GG to Team Pudding for a very, very clean win.